Good evening. Tonight we bring you a story that's unfolding in real time. A story that's not just about economics, but about the shifting tides of global influence and the everyday lives of millions. We're tracking a major policy shift in India that's sending shockwaves through global markets and rewriting the rules of the silver trade. The world's financial centers are abuzz, and investors everywhere are scrambling to understand what comes next. India, already the world's largest consumer of silver, has just made a bold move, slashing its import tax on silver. This isn't just a technical adjustment, it's a dramatic opening of the floodgates for demand, and it's happening at a scale that few anticipated. This isn't a minor tweak, it's a game changer for the global silver trade. The ripple effects are being felt from London to New York, and from mining towns in Latin America to bustling markets in Asia. The world is watching Mumbai, where the rush is on. Traders, jewelers, and ordinary citizens are all part of a new silver boom, and the city's markets are more crowded and energetic than ever. For years, high import duties kept silver expensive and demand pent up. Indian buyers had to pay a premium, and the market was often sluggish. Now, that's changed overnight. The barriers have come down, and pent-up demand is being unleashed at a breathtaking pace. Silver is flowing from Western vaults to India, impacting prices and industries from solar energy to electronics. The sudden surge in Indian demand is causing Western inventories to shrink, and global supply chains are being redrawn in real time. But this story is about more than numbers and charts. It's about people. Farmers saving for their daughters' weddings, where silver jewelry is a cherished tradition. Jewelers who are seeing their businesses boom as more customers flock to their shops. Craftsmen whose skills are suddenly in high demand. And a government carefully balancing economic growth with the needs of its citizens. India's move is shifting the balance of power in the silver market. For decades, Western financial markets set the tone. But now, physical demand from India is challenging that dominance. The world is witnessing a new era where the voices and needs of emerging economies are reshaping global trade. As we dive deeper into this unfolding story, we'll see how India is not just buying silver, it's buying a bigger say in how the world values this precious metal. The implications are vast, and the world is watching closely as a new chapter in the global silver market begins. What happened? India slashed its import duty on silver, making it much cheaper to buy legally. The old tax made silver expensive and fueled a thriving black market. The new policy aims to crush smuggling and make silver affordable for millions who use it as savings and investment. Overnight, dealers and jewelers sprang into action, flooding international suppliers with orders. The price gap between India and global markets shrank, creating a rush of legal imports. The government is betting that lower taxes will be offset by a surge in legal trade and higher overall revenue. More legal imports mean more transparency and better economic data. This is a strategic pivot from high tax, low volume to low tax, high volume, recognizing India's deep-rooted demand for silver. The Mumbai rush is on, and it's transforming the market. To truly grasp the impact of recent changes in the silver market, we need to look beyond the numbers and headlines. We must understand the deep differences in how Indians and Westerners view silver, not just as a commodity, but as a part of daily life and culture. In the West, silver is primarily seen as an industrial metal or a financial asset. It's bought and sold on digital platforms, traded in futures contracts, and often never physically handled by the investor. For many, it's just numbers on a screen, a way to speculate or hedge against inflation. In India, however, silver is woven into the fabric of society. It's personal, cultural, and tangible. Silver is a trusted form of savings, a cherished wedding gift, and a family heirloom passed down through generations. It's not just an investment, it's a symbol of security, prosperity, and tradition. For millions of Indians, especially in rural areas where access to banks is limited, silver serves as their bank. It's a store of value that can be touched, seen, and used in times of need. This demand for silver is constant and generational. It's not driven by short-term price movements or speculation, but by a deep-rooted belief in silver's enduring value. Families accumulate silver over decades, often starting with small purchases and gradually building their holdings. While Western investors may buy and sell silver on a whim, reacting to market news or price swings, Indian buyers accumulate silver for security, tradition, and family legacy. For them, silver is not just a trade, it's a way of life. When silver prices drop, as they have after the recent tax cut, Indian families see it as a golden, or rather, a silver opportunity. It's a chance to buy more, to secure their future, and to celebrate important life events with meaningful gifts. The psychology here is crucial. Indians want to hold the metal itself, to feel its weight and see it shine. Paper claims or digital certificates simply don't offer the same sense of security or satisfaction. The recent tax cut has made physical silver more affordable for millions, unleashing a wave of eager buyers across the country. Shops are crowded, and families are exchanging currency for silver at a pace rarely seen before. This isn't a hedge fund bet or a speculative trade, it's a population securing its future, one silver coin or bangle at a time. Silver is a bridge between generations, a tangible asset that carries stories and memories. The world is now feeling the force of India's physical demand. Silver is flowing into the country in record amounts, reshaping global supply chains and influencing prices far beyond its borders. The silver market is being reshaped not by a handful of traders or investors, but by millions of ordinary people. Each purchase, each exchange, is a small act that, together, is transforming the global silver landscape. High import taxes once fueled a shadowy world of silver smuggling in India. Smugglers thrived, undercutting legal dealers and depriving the government of revenue. The tax cut shattered this black market overnight. Legal imports are now competitive, and jewelers have every reason to go official. This shift boosts government tax collections and ensures higher quality, certified silver in the market. Jewelers can now offer better prices, driving a surge in showroom traffic and innovation. Lower prices mean higher demand, more jobs, and growth in the formal economy. Analysts predict India's silver imports will hit record highs, not just as a spike, but as a new normal. The baseline for India's silver consumption has been permanently raised. The world's suppliers are scrambling to keep up. India's insatiable appetite for silver is pulling vast quantities of the precious metal out of Western vaults at a pace never seen before. This surge in demand isn't just a blip. It's a powerful force that's reshaping the global silver market and sending shockwaves through financial centers around the world. London and New York, long considered the world's main silver hubs, are now witnessing their inventories dwindle rapidly. Indian importers, driven by cultural traditions, industrial needs, and investment demand, are placing massive orders, causing a steady outflow of silver from Western reserves. Silver is being shipped and flown east in record amounts, creating a very real, physical transfer of wealth from west to east. This isn't just numbers on a screen, it's tangible metal leaving Western vaults and landing in Indian hands. The driving force behind this movement is arbitrage. Savvy traders buy silver where it's cheaper in London, ship it to India where prices are higher, and pocket the difference. This price gap is fueling a relentless flow of silver eastward. As long as this price gap persists, the flow of silver will continue, steadily tightening the global supply and making silver scarcer in the West. Western financial markets are starting to feel the squeeze. With less physical silver available, there's mounting pressure on paper markets like ETFs and futures, which rely on the promise of metal that may no longer be there. If investors suddenly demand physical delivery of their silver, vaults may struggle to meet these obligations, exposing the limits of the current system. This could trigger a disconnect between the price of paper silver and the price of actual physical silver, potentially leading to market turmoil. India's ongoing buying spree is exposing the fragility of a system where paper claims to silver far outnumber the real metal available. The imbalance is becoming impossible to ignore. Around the world, investors and institutions are waking up to the power of physical demand and the new reality it's creating for the global silver market. The tax cut isn't just about savings or jewelry. It's a pillar of India's industrial strategy. Silver is vital for solar panels, electronics, and medical devices. Cheaper silver supports India's push for renewable energy and domestic manufacturing, creating jobs and reducing reliance on imports. The policy aligns with the Make in India initiative, boosting exports and strengthening the trade balance. Indian exporters now compete globally with lower input costs. Rural savers benefit from affordable silver, while urban industries get a boost. This unified policy supports savers, consumers, and manufacturers alike. Silver is both a store of wealth and a key industrial input, connecting village huts to high-tech factories. India's strategy is about future growth as much as tradition. In India, silver is woven into daily life and identity. It's a symbol of purity, prosperity, and social status, given at births, weddings, and festivals. Demand is emotional as much as economic, peaking during festivals like Diwali. The tax cut, timed before key festivals, is a political masterstroke, seen as pro-people and culturally sensitive. It appeals to rural savers, urban consumers, and business owners alike, building political goodwill. The move asserts India's sovereignty over a key asset, increasing its influence on global prices. By encouraging legal imports, India is saying its traditions and needs should help set the world price. This is more than economics. It's a statement of national identity and rising global power. A simple tax cut becomes a symbol of India's place in the world. India's policy is shaking the global silver supply chain. For miners, it's a windfall. Steady demand from India supports prices and encourages investment. Refiners are racing to meet surging orders, especially for bars favored by Indian buyers. Bullion banks, however, face pressure as physical inventories dwindle and paper trading models are tested. Other major consumers, China, Japan, the US, now compete with India for limited supply, driving up premiums and prices. Industrial users worldwide may see higher costs, which could be passed on to consumers. The market is fundamentally rebalancing. Physical demand is forcing paper and physical prices to converge. India's millions of buyers are now a force global markets can't ignore. The world's financial centers must pay attention to the rhythms of Indian towns and villages. India's policy marks a permanent shift in the global silver market. With the tax barrier gone, India's demand is now a central factor in global pricing. India is moving from price taker to price maker, setting a new floor for silver demand. Investors worldwide must now track Indian festivals, rural incomes, and government policy. The eastward flow of silver will keep Western supplies tight and may widen the gap between physical and paper prices. More investors may prefer real metal over paper claims, further boosting demand. India's tax cut is a landmark event, highlighting the rising influence of emerging economies and the power of physical demand. The world of silver has changed, and the new standard is being set in India.